All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, after finishing in last place in the American League East in 2020, the Boston Red Sox stormed back with a vengeance this season to make the playoffs as a wild card. And when it was all said and done, the Red Sox finished just 2 wins shy of winning the AL pennant for the fifth time since 2004. And as it was exciting to see some magic return to Fenway this year, the Red Sox now enter the offseason with a ton of questions to answer. Most notably, the Red Sox have some questions around their pitching staff. This year, Boston's team ERA of 4.26 was seventh in the AL, while their 39 quality starts were only 11th. Boston had bullpen issues throughout the year, and in the last three games of their series loss to the Houston Astros, it really was front and center. Now, one question for the Red Sox: will they re-sign Eduardo Rodriguez? He was a solid lefty for them. He was 13-8 this year with a 4.74 ERA. So it's going to be interesting to see what Boston does there. But also, will Boston be willing to spend some money this off season? They already have nearly 124 million committed to next season's payroll, and that's without arbitration adjustments and this, that, and the third. But you have to wonder how much money are the Sox going to be really willing to spend. Will they be in on a starting pitcher, the likes of Steven Matz or Marcus Stroman? The Red Sox have seen both of these guys pitch against them in the division. Of course, Stroman spent the majority of his career with the Toronto Blue Jays before being traded to the New York Mets. And then Matz spent the majority of his career with the Mets before being traded to the Jays. So it's going to be interesting to see, would the Red Sox want to go in and get themselves another arm? And I think there are really going to be a lot of teams in on starting pitching this off season. So Boston's really going to have to pony up the bread if they want somebody like Matz or Stroman. But nonetheless, the Sox know how important that it is to not get lost in the shuffle that is the American League East. We saw four teams in this division win at least 91 games this past season. And of course, three of them went to the postseason. We saw Tampa win this division with 100 wins. And if you're the Red Sox, just like I said with the Yankees and Jays, when their respective seasons came to an end, you know how important that it is to win this division because you want to avoid the wild card game. And of course, if you're Toronto, you just want to have a chance to get in. So I think it's going to behoove the Red Sox to be aggressive and active this off season to try to, fix their flaws and, try to get ahead of this and try to win this division. It's not going to be easy because all four of these teams are going to compete again very hard in 2022. But you have to, like, if you're the Red Sox, you have your brain trust in place. Jane Bloom has shown that he is going to do what it takes to get this team to the postseason. And then on top of that, they have their manager back in Alex Cora. And when Cora came back this year as the Red Sox manager, it gave them a semblance of order. You saw a different vibe around this team that the Red Sox did not have in 2020. And I think they want to keep that going and build off of that and take it to the next level. If you're the Red Sox, and I mean, some people don't want to hear this, but in my opinion, I think that the Red Sox slightly overachieved this year. You look at this team, they had issues with their pitching staff. Chris Sale was hurt. He's still working back from the Tommy John surgery. And, he's not the Chris Sale that we saw when he helped the Red Sox win the World Series in 2018. But, he went out there and gave it everything he had, of course. We saw guys really step up. Kike Hernandez stepped up for the Red Sox in the postseason. He was their best hitter. JD Martinez heads into 2022 in the last year of his deal. Are the Red Sox going to extend him or are they just going to let it play out? We'll have to wait and see. There's a ton of questions that the Red Sox have to answer in the offseason. But the thing is, if you're Boston, you definitely want to build off of the momentum you have. Obviously, your season came up a little bit short of the ultimate goal. Two wins shy of winning a pennant, 6 wins shy of winning it all. So if you're Boston, you feel like you're right there. Now it's just an opportunity for you to head into this offseason, build off of what you accomplished this year, and see if you could do bigger and better things in 2022. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.